In recent news, the Mizkif versus Emiru lawsuit drama just took another major turn, and now the internet is once again split over what's actually happening behind the scenes. According to new court filing discussions being shared online, Emiru's legal side is reportedly requesting the trial date be pushed all the way back to 2028, while Mizkif has been publicly saying he wants the case handled as soon as possible, sharing his story from the Discord message.
It got put out there and leaked, basically, that Emmy wants to have the start date of court in 2028. Chat, if this was up to me, it would have been yesterday. Just to let you understand where I stand in all this, it's yesterday. Now you're probably wondering to yourself, why does the person who came out with the allegations, why does the person who claimed that I was a stalker and that they're going to the police and they're gonna get a restraining order and they're already in the process of it, why does the person who claimed that I was abusive, who claimed that I sexually assaulted them, why do they need an extra amount of time to amount to a year so they can get their shit together when you're the one that made the statements in the first place? Why am I the one suing you, ready to go yesterday? Wouldn't I be the one that has to get my shit together because this just came unprompted? But instead, I'm ready to go because I know you're lying. She knows she's lying. And therefore, she's trying to push this as far back as possible so that way she can get away with murder. Her goal is for us to forget. And her goal is for me to fall off or kill myself. That's the goal. It's, hey, Mizkif, I hope he just falls off completely. No one cares about him anymore. He basically makes the whole world hate him. And when it finally comes out that he basically, he didn't do those things, no one cares, and I'm retired. That's what her goal is. So she's trying to push it back as far as possible, chat. The person I helped the most, the person I grew for 3 years, lied to everybody. And I don't understand how anyone can read this and not think so. Why would she want this to start later? If I really did do these crimes and she had this all ready to go, why does she need extra time?
Some people fully sided with Mizkif, arguing that if someone is confident in their case, there's no reason to delay things further. A lot of posts claimed the request for 2028 looked suspicious, with some users saying it felt like an attempt to stall the process as long as possible. Others started speculating that a delayed timeline could weaken public interest or drag the situation out until people stopped paying attention entirely. Another group focused on the legal side instead of the drama. They pointed out that court cases, especially defamation-related ones, often move extremely slowly anyway, and several users noted that requests for delayed trial dates are actually pretty common. Some people even argued that the difference between September 2027 and January 2028 is relatively minor in legal terms. There were also users accusing social media drama accounts of exaggerating the situation for engagement. One viral reply claimed the narrative was misleading because Mizkif's own filing still suggested a late 2027 trial date rather than immediately. That led to another wave of arguments over whether clips and tweets were selectively framing the filings to make one side look worse. Meanwhile, some commenters shifted focus entirely toward the bigger picture, saying the lawsuit itself has become another massive chapter in streamer drama culture, where every court filing instantly turns into content for Twitter threads, live stream debates, YouTube videos, and reaction clips before any final outcome even exists. Squeaks walks into the wrong neighborhood.
And then it's down here.
Oh. Oh, there.
Let's go, let's go.
What?
I'm dead.
I'm ulting. Okay.
I'm actually out somehow.
We gotta leave. We gotta just leave.
You walked into the wrong neighborhood.
Yep, I'm backing.
Ice Poseidon is back in the middle of another streaming debate after clips from the Allcraft podcast started blowing up online, this time over his comments comparing Kick to Twitch and explaining why he thinks Kick has become the cooler platform. During the conversation, Ice didn't really hold back. He argued that Twitch staff are completely out of touch with modern streaming culture and claimed the platform has slowly lost the edgy, sharing in the following.
Especially on Twitch, you got the Twitch millennials.
That's like the real losers, right? It's like the making like the deer, the Twitch ambassador and shit like this. I'm like, are you kidding me? Like, what are you guys doing? How many drag events does TwitchCon really need? Like, it's just weird. It's weird. And I don't even hate any of that stuff, but it's like, do we really have to make this the main content of the stream? Like, I mean, is this really is this what you want to define the platform by?
But the identity of Twitch, like he's so right. there used to be this feeling where you felt like you were actually a part of something. All of Twitch felt like a community. Like if Tyler 1 did something, everybody was talking about it, and it was cool. You felt like you were part of a bigger thing. When TI happened, like there were people who didn't watch Dota that would still see like what was going on in Dota. Now it feels like I feel like a rat pushing a button on a Skinner box some days.
The reason for that, in my opinion, is Twitch staff are out of touch completely. They're probably older people that have no idea about anything. Like they're just so super out of touch.
Do you think that when you're talking about Kick having an identity, do you think it's going to be a new identity? Do you think the platform with the right content creators could feel like Twitch?
I mean, Kick's identity is like the cooler version of Twitch.
Kick is Twitch with blackjack and hookers.
I mean, I don't think it's that black and white. I think it's the cooler version.
Some viewers actually agreed with Ice Poseidon's overall point. They argued that Twitch has become too corporate, too selective with enforcement, and too disconnected from the culture that made live streaming popular years ago. A lot of people brought up controversial bans and moderation inconsistencies, claiming certain creators seem protected while others get punished much more harshly for similar behavior. Others focused specifically on Twitch's handling of political or controversial streamers. Some replies accused the platform of favoritism, while others argued Twitch has been inconsistent for years, depending on which creator is involved. Those comments quickly spiraled into wider arguments about moderation standards, platform bias, and whether live streaming sites are even capable of enforcing rules fairly at scale. But there was also a huge amount of pushback against Ice himself. Critics pointed out that Ice Poseidon was one of the original controversial live streamers and argued he helped create the chaotic streaming culture he's now criticizing. Several users mocked the idea of him talking about building communities when his own career was built around shock content, trolling, public disruption, and viral clip farming during the early IRL streaming era. Other commenters went even further, saying platforms like Kick and Rumble are exactly why governments may eventually start regulating live streaming much more aggressively. Some users argued that looser moderation creates short-term entertainment, but opens the door to increasingly extreme content that eventually forces outside intervention. XQC watches Hassan lose it at chatter.
A dog to a loving home, dumbass. My dog, Kaya, to a loving home. There's literally not a single person on this planet who can take better care of this dog.
Holy Max winner.
She's already in a loving home, you jackass.
Chat.
Why?
Chat, why not a bigger spot though? Chat, does the training have to be on a 1x1 Minecraft cube?
First clip of streamer lawsuit battle between Destiny and PXIE comes out. Lauren De Laguna deposition with Destiny's lawyer.
Are you aware, yes or no?
I am not answering the question per the advice of my counsel.
Okay. I mean, we're going to come back and
see you then.
Take more depositions.
I'm excited to see you.
Yeah.
We'll make a date out of it.
Well, that's inappropriate, and I'd like the record to reflect that the witness just asked me out on a date.
It was a joke, and I am
not. It's not funny. It's not funny.
Andrew, don't mischaracterize.
It's not funny. I don't need this side colloquy with your client, Joan.
Rest in peace!